At 65, Barbara from Boston never imagined she'd be dating again. After losing her husband of 40 years, she felt invisible in the dating world until a surprising conversation with her neighbor Tom, a 70-year-old widower, changed everything. "Barbara," he said, "you have no idea what men our age actually notice and value in a woman." Recent research shows Barbara isn't alone. With over 19.5 million single Americans over 65, many are rediscovering romance in their golden years. Through extensive interviews with senior couples and relationship experts, we've uncovered 7 remarkable qualities that men consistently notice in women over 60. And they have nothing to do with trying to look younger. These insights have helped countless seniors find meaningful connections. Just ask Barbara, who's now happily dating after applying these subtle yet powerful qualities. Before we explore these 7 insights, I'd love to know what city you're watching from. Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom about relationships after 60. Let's start with the most surprising quality, one that becomes even more attractive with age. 1. Authentic self-care. When men notice a woman in her 60s or beyond, they're drawn first to something powerful yet often overlooked: how she takes care of herself. I'm not talking about expensive anti-aging creams or trying to look decades younger. According to Dr. Sarah Thompson, a geriatric wellness expert at Boston Medical Center, what truly catches attention is a woman's commitment to authentic self-care, especially after 60. Let me share Margaret's story. At 72, she worried her arthritis and need for a walking cane would make her less attractive in the dating world. But her approach to self-care caught Robert's attention at their senior center's coffee morning. "I noticed how she listened to her body," Robert, now her husband of 2 years, tells me. "She didn't push herself too hard on bad days, but stayed active in ways that worked for her. That wisdom and self-awareness was incredibly attractive." Recent studies from the National Institute on Aging reveal something fascinating. 78% of successful relationships after 60 involve partners who prioritize health-conscious self-care. This isn't about running marathons or following strict diets. It's about making thoughtful choices that show you value yourself. Something as simple as taking a daily walk, getting regular checkups, or choosing nutritious foods sends a powerful message about self-respect. Mary from Denver discovered this truth after her divorce at 68. "I was living on a fixed income," she shares, "but I found ways to take care of myself that didn't break the bank. I joined a senior yoga class at my community center, started a small container garden for fresh herbs, and made sure to get enough sleep." These small acts of self-care radiated a quiet confidence that men noticed. Within a year, she met Jim, who says her healthy lifestyle inspired him to better care for himself too. Here's what men consistently notice. It's not about looking perfect or denying your age. They're drawn to women who embrace their mature years with grace, maintaining their health and vitality in realistic ways. Whether it's managing chronic conditions wisely, staying socially active, or simply taking time for emotional well-being, these choices reflect a deeper self-respect that's magnetic at any age. What self-care practices make you feel most confident? Share in the comments below. Your experience might inspire others in our community. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's the foundation for all meaningful relationships, especially in our golden years. Next, let's explore the second quality men notice, one that becomes even more valuable with age. 2. The power of genuine listening. Of all the qualities men notice in women over 60, genuine listening ability stands out as a rare and precious gift. Dr. James Miller, a senior relationship counselor with 30 years of experience, shares something remarkable. In our fast-paced digital age, the ability to truly listen has become even more valuable, especially among seniors who appreciate deeper connections. Take Eleanor, age 68, who worried her hearing aids might be a barrier to dating. Yet at her local senior center's weekly gatherings, men consistently sought her company. Why? She makes everyone feel heard, explains Thomas, now her partner of 3 years. Even with her hearing challenges, Eleanor mastered the art of genuine attention. She leans in, maintains eye contact, and asks thoughtful questions. When technology fails, her sincere interest never does. Recent research from the University of Michigan reveals that couples over 60 who practice active listening report 65% higher relationship satisfaction. This isn't about perfect hearing or remembering every detail. It's about creating a space where someone feels truly understood. For seniors who might face memory or hearing challenges, this becomes even more meaningful. Joan from Seattle discovered this truth after joining a senior book club at 73. I was self-conscious about sometimes missing parts of conversations, she admits. But I learned to focus on understanding the emotion behind the words, to watch facial expressions, and to ask clarifying questions without embarrassment. These skills made all the difference in my new relationship with Bill. Men particularly notice when a woman listens without rushing to interrupt or compete with stories of her own. This quality becomes more precious with age, as many seniors deal with feelings of being dismissed by younger generations. When you give someone your full attention, you're offering one of life's rarest gifts, the feeling of being truly valued. What's fascinating is how age actually enhances our listening abilities. With decades of life experience, we're better equipped to read between the lines and offer empathy. Even with physical challenges, the wisdom to truly hear someone's heart grows stronger over time. Have you noticed how different conversation feels when someone really listens to you? Share your experience in the comments below. What makes you feel truly heard? Your insights might help others in our community strengthen this vital skill. Moving on to our third quality, one that reveals volumes about character. 3. Treatment of others. When it comes to qualities that men over 60 notice, how a woman treats others speaks volumes about her character. And this becomes even more significant in our mature years. A recent study from Senior Dating Research Center reveals something fascinating. 82% of men over 65 rank kindness towards others as the top trait they seek in a partner, far above physical attributes or financial status. Patricia's story perfectly illustrates this point. At 71, recently retired from teaching, she caught Howard's attention not through any grand gestures, but through her daily interactions at their local coffee shop. I watched how she treated everyone, Howard, now 75, shares. From helping a young mother with her stroller to thanking the barista by name, her natural kindness showed me exactly who she was. What's particularly meaningful at our age is how we handle complex family dynamics. Take Martha, age 68, who successfully blends 2 families with adult children and grandchildren. Men notice how you navigate these relationships, explains Dr. Sarah Bennett, a senior relationship expert. Your ability to maintain healthy boundaries while showing genuine care for family matters immensely in later life relationships. The way we treat others during challenging moments reveals our true character. After retirement, managing different social circles becomes particularly important. Ruth, age 73, found love again, partly because of how she maintained friendships from her working days while building new connections in her community center. Her now husband David notes, "I was impressed by how she remembered everyone's stories and kept in touch with old colleagues while embracing new friendships." Here's what men consistently observe: genuine respect for service workers, patience with young retail staff who might work at a different pace, and grace in handling family disagreements. These seemingly small interactions paint a picture of someone who will bring warmth and understanding to a relationship. This quality becomes even more vital as we age. In our senior years, We often need more support from others, making kindness not just admirable, but essential for building strong social networks. How we treat others directly impacts the quality of care and support we receive in return. What acts of kindness have you witnessed that left a lasting impression? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experience might inspire others to spread more kindness in their daily interactions. Now let's explore our fourth quality, one that radiates confidence without saying a word. 4. Body language and presence. Your physical presence speaks before you say a word, and men over 60 notice this silent language more than you might think. But here's what's fascinating. Research from the Senior Wellness Institute shows that confident body language becomes even more attractive as we age, especially when it embraces rather than fights our mature years. Let me share Helen's inspiring story. At 75, she uses a walker, but her presence lights up every room she enters. I used to feel self-conscious about my mobility aid, she admits. Then I realized it's not about how I walk, it's about how I carry myself. Her now partner James, 78, first noticed her at a senior dance class. Helen had this natural dignity, he recalls. She didn't try to hide her walker, she decorated it with fresh flowers. Her confidence was magnetic. Recent studies reveal something remarkable. 73% of successful relationships after 65 begin with nonverbal connections. It's not about perfect posture or hiding physical challenges. Instead, men notice when a woman carries herself with natural grace that comes from self-acceptance. Whether you're using reading glasses, hearing aids, or mobility support, it's your comfort with yourself that creates genuine attraction. Dorothy, age 70, discovered this truth after recovering from hip surgery. I learned to slow down and move with intention, she shares. Instead of rushing to keep up with younger folks, I found my own rhythm. Her graceful, unhurried presence caught Richard's attention at their community center. She moved like someone who knows her worth, he says. That kind of confidence is ageless. What men consistently observe isn't about trying to move like we did at 30. They notice when we embrace our current capabilities with dignity. Simple things make a powerful impact, making eye contact during conversations, sitting comfortably without fidgeting, and maintaining an open posture that welcomes connection. Think of your body language as telling your life story. Every laugh line, every careful step, every graceful movement reflects years of experience and wisdom. When we carry ourselves with quiet confidence, we invite others to appreciate our full journey, not just our current chapter. How has your relationship with body language changed over the years? Share your journey in the comments below. Your story might help others find their own grace and confidence at any age. Let's move on to our fifth quality, one that touches hearts in ways words alone cannot. 5. Voice and tone. In the realm of attraction after 60, a woman's voice carries a unique power that men instinctively notice. Recent research from the Communication Studies Institute reveals something remarkable. The warmth and authenticity in a mature voice can create stronger emotional connections than any other form of communication, especially among seniors. Meet Grace, age 76, who worried that her voice had become too husky with age. At a senior speed dating event in Chicago, she discovered something unexpected. Men kept telling me how soothing my voice was, she shares. One gentleman said it reminded him of coming home. Her now partner David, 78, adds, Grace's voice has this wonderful lived-in quality. It's like warm honey, full of wisdom and kindness. Voice changes are natural as we age, but here's what fascinating research shows. 68% of men over 65 find a mature woman's voice more appealing than a younger one. It's not about having a perfect pitch or hiding the effects of time. Instead, men notice the emotional resonance that comes from decades of life experience expressed through your voice. Consider Martha's experience at her senior center's weekly gatherings. Despite using hearing aids, She learned to speak with intention, clear, measured, and warm. I discovered that slowing down and adding warmth to my words made everyone lean in to listen, she explains. Her technique works so well that she now leads conversation groups for other seniors. What men consistently notice isn't just the sound of your voice, but how you use it. A gentle laugh, a thoughtful pause, or a kind word delivered with genuine warmth can create instant connection. Dr. Linda Roberts, a senior communication specialist, explains, "After 60, our voices carry the richness of our life stories. That authenticity is incredibly attractive. For those concerned about voice changes or working with hearing aids, remember that clarity and warmth matter more than volume. Simple practices like staying hydrated, speaking from your diaphragm, and maintaining good posture can help your voice remain strong and engaging." What voice qualities do you find most appealing in others? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might help someone discover the power in their own voice. Now, let's explore our sixth quality, one that becomes more magnetic with each passing year. 6. Life enthusiasm. Of all the qualities men notice in women over 60, enthusiasm for life might be the most magnetic. Recent studies from the Active Aging Institute show something remarkable. Seniors who maintain passionate interests are 3 times more likely to find meaningful relationships, regardless of age or physical limitations. Meet Alice, age 78, who discovered this truth after her husband of 45 years passed away. "I thought my zest for life ended with his death," she shares. "Then I joined a community garden club on a whim. It was there, while tending to her tomato plants, that she met Frank, 82. Her eyes sparkled when she talked about her gardens," Frank recalls. "That joy was contagious. I found myself looking forward to our conversations about everything from composting to cooking." What's particularly inspiring is how enthusiasm transcends physical limitations and budget constraints. Take Margaret, 73, who lives on a fixed income but turned her small apartment balcony into a bird sanctuary. "It costs almost nothing," she explains, "but the joy it brings attracts people to my world." Her current partner, Tom, first noticed her while she was excitedly describing different bird calls to neighborhood children. Research shows that 72% of successful relationships after 65 begin through shared interests or hobbies. But here's the key. Men notice when your enthusiasm is genuine, not performed. Whether it's volunteering at the library, joining a walking group, or learning to paint, authentic passion creates natural opportunities for connection. Sarah, age 69, worried her arthritis would limit her ability to stay active. "I had to adjust my activities," she admits, "but I discovered chair yoga and meditation. My enthusiasm for wellness caught David's attention at our senior center. Now we practice together." This ability to adapt while maintaining joy becomes increasingly attractive with age. The beauty of enthusiasm at our age is that it's not about grand adventures or expensive hobbies. Men notice when a woman finds delight in daily moments, discussing a good book, sharing a recipe, or simply appreciating a beautiful sunset. This quality shows that life continues to offer joy and meaning at every age. What activities light up your world? Share your passions in the comments below. Your enthusiasm might inspire others to discover new interests and connections. Let's move to our final quality, one that ties everything together in a remarkable way. 7. Personal energy. The final quality men notice in women over 60 might be the most powerful: your personal energy. Recent research from the Senior Wellness Foundation reveals that emotional stability and positive energy become increasingly attractive. With age, with 84% of successful senior relationships citing this as a key factor in initial attraction. Consider Rose, age 75, who radiates what her friends call quiet joy, despite living with chronic arthritis. "After my divorce at 70, I realized I had a choice," she shares. I could let circumstances dim my light, or I could choose to shine anyway. It was this resilient spirit that drew James, 77, to her at their community center. Rose has this remarkable way of making everyone feel better just by being present, he explains. She doesn't deny life's challenges, but she doesn't let them define her either. What men consistently notice isn't about being perpetually cheerful or denying life's difficulties. Instead, they're drawn to women who have developed emotional wisdom through life's experiences. Dr. Elizabeth Harris, a senior relationship expert, explains, "After 60, emotional stability becomes incredibly attractive. Men notice when a woman has learned to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Take Martha, who lost her husband of 40 years but found ways to honor his memory while remaining open to new joy. Her current partner, Robert, was first drawn to her at a grief support group. She had this beautiful balance, he recalls. She could speak honestly about loss while still embracing life's possibilities. That kind of emotional maturity is rare and precious." Research shows that positive energy in seniors isn't about pretending everything's perfect. It's about creating an atmosphere of hope and possibility, something particularly valuable in later life relationships. Whether you're dealing with health challenges, family dynamics, or life transitions, your ability to maintain emotional equilibrium becomes a beacon for meaningful connections. How do you maintain your positive energy while facing life's challenges? Share your wisdom in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. These 7 qualities, authentic self-care, genuine listening, kindness to others, confident presence, warm voice, life enthusiasm, and positive energy, become more precious with every passing year. As we've seen through countless success stories, men notice and value these attributes far more than any attempt to recapture youth. Remember Barbara from our opening story? She's now happily married at 67, having discovered that her mature qualities were exactly what drew her husband Tom to her. Being authentically myself, she shares, was the key to finding love again. Your life experience isn't a limitation, it's your greatest asset in finding meaningful connection. Embrace who you are today and let your authentic self shine. Don't forget to share your own journey in the comments below and subscribe for more insights about thriving in your golden years.